Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to Wayne State University for the 2017 Athletics Hall of Fame. My name is Jason Clark, and it is my pleasure to be the Master of Ceremony for today's event. On behalf of Wayne State University and the Department of Athletics, I would like to welcome each of you to the 42nd Annual Athletic Hall of Fame celebration. Today's event is an opportunity to showcase the very best of Wayne State athletics, and it gives us great pleasure to have all of you share in this very special occasion. Now I would like to briefly introduce the Hall of Fame class of 2017. I will just ask that each of you stand and be recognized. First, Miss Cassie Chetsky, diving. Miss Sarah Franklin, swimming. Miss Sharon Gill, tennis. Miss Casey Haynes Rommel, softball. Mr. Donald Urban, football, track, wrestling, and golf. And Mr. Michael Wiseman, baseball.
On behalf of the entire athletic department, I also want to congratulate all the inductees. This is quite an honor. This is our 42nd class, and it now brings to 237 of you so recognized, and that's a pretty elite group over 100 years. Michael Wiseman, you are not going to believe this story. As a freshman, Michael Wiseman brought Rihanna into our baseball locker room. Well, not literally. Many of you don't know this, but Michael knows just about every rule and every corresponding gesture of a referee in pro football, basketball, and baseball. So, on a whim, probably encouraged by some senior student athletes, whenever Rihanna's song came on to dance, he would get up and perform this impromptu skit to the music and the corresponding referee gestures. And the place went crazy. He actually started to do it in the dugout before the game. And you know how superstitious those baseball players are? Well, we started to win. That was a team that was probably the best that we've ever assembled. They came within one win of the College World Series. So here we are at the regional, very tense, action-packed games, and they're doing the warm-up. And you know in the background, you got the press box just playing the music out there. And all of a sudden, on comes Rihanna. And the seniors are yelling for Wiseman. Do the song, do the song. The coach is worried because he's thinking we're not taking the serious approach we should do. But then remember, this is Wayne State, Detroit. We look at things a little different than other people do. So as all the players came in from their outfield shagging balls in the infield, Michael Wiseman performs the stunt in the middle of the crowd. The other team has assembled on the dugout thinking, what in the hell is going on with these guys? And we won the game 6-2. As good as he was, though, in his dance performances, he was even better his on-field performances. He ends his career playing the most games of any baseball student athlete at 215. And he holds a record for RBIs at 185. He had 1,334 fielding chances, which is an all-time record. As a senior, he was outstanding. He was the Division II Defensive Player of the Year. He handled 427 fielding chances without an error, a 1,000% fielding percentage. Talk about not dropping your partner. He was also twice co-captain of the team, captain of the team, and was the male student athlete of the year. He also came here on a presidential scholarship. Damn, I wish we still had those things to give out. But he changed around the success of the program. After a couple of years, the then baseball coach left for Division I. He actually came back here today to see Michael be inducted. Jay Alexander. Jay, where are you? Jay had a lot to do with the success of the program, but when Jay left, I interviewed just two people for the job. One was our current head coach, then an assistant, Ryan Kelly, and the other one was an assistant who has now become a head coach at the school over in Allendale. And I asked that assistant, if you could pick any one player from any team in the conference as your number one draft choice, who would it be? Without hesitation, Michael Wiseman. And I said, he's that good a player, huh? He said, no, he's that good a person. Even the opponents respected Michael Wiseman. So, to Rihanna, turn up the frickin' music. Michael Wiseman's going to the Hall of Fame. Michael?
Don, thank you. Mr. Michael Wiseman, please come forward. Michael Wiseman's citation reads in part, Michael Wiseman was a four-year baseball letter winner, 2008 through 2011, a native of White Lake, Michigan, the 2011 American Baseball Coaches Association Division II Defensive Player of the Year. He ended his career as WSU's all-time leader in RBI games, at-bats, and fielding chances. As a freshman, he started 50 games on his way to being voted GLIAC Freshman of the Year in 2008. He was honorable mention All-GLIAC, as well as named to the NCAA Regional All-Tournament team. The following year, he started 49 games behind the plate and hit .370 while scoring 44 runs. He finished sixth in the GLIAC in slugging percentage, on-base percentage, while leading the league by throwing out 27 base stealers. He earned second-team All-Region accolades from both Daktronics and the ABCA, as well as a Gold Glove Award from the American Baseball Coaches Association. The first-team All-GLIAC honoree was the recipient of a GLIAC Commissioner's Award for academic and athletic excellence. A second-team All-Region selection by both the ABCA and NCBWA, he led the squad with 18 multiple RBI games. And in 2011, he was voted All-American by Daktronics, the NCBWA, and ABCA. He also was voted, as I mentioned earlier, the National Defensive Player of the Year after recording a 1,000 fielding percentage and 427 chances. He was named NCAA Midwest All-Regional All-Tournament team, and as an accounting major, he was a four-time GLIAC All-Academic selection, along with being a two-time GLIAC Commissioner's Award recipient. He was awarded the 2011 GLIAC Postgraduate Scholarship Award. The 2010-2011 Wayne State Male Student Athlete of the Year. He was the academic honor roll all 10 semesters, including 6 terms of at least a 3.5 grade point average. President Wilson, it gives me great pleasure to present Mr. Michael Wiseman for induction into the Wayne State University Athletic Hall of Fame.
Thank you. So the other day I was sitting at my desk trying to figure out what I was going to say today, so I came up with 3 criteria. That was a word Coach Kelly used quite often my last few years, so I thought I'd have to throw that in the speech. First, I wanted to thank all the people that helped me be up here today. 2, try to keep it short, and 3, hold my emotions together. So being the previous baseball player, if I'm 1 for 3 during this speech, I'll consider it a success. First, I would like to thank the Hall of Fame committee. I was lucky enough to be on that committee for a couple years. I know the amount of respect and pride they have for Wayne State, so it means a lot to be honored here today. Next, I'd like to thank Mr. Fournier, great athletic director. He's done a lot for this university and athletic department, and which in turns helped me. He's a great leader for the athletic department and is a vital piece to why Wayne State Athletics is where it is today. Now on to all the coaches that had a great effect on me as I grew up playing the game of baseball. My travel coaches, Coach Alan Borson and Lee Bierke, and my 2 high school coaches, Brad Farquhar and Todd Miller. You all played an extremely positive role in my success at Wayne State. Each of you taught me many skills to be successful on the field, but more importantly, to be successful off the field. You are 4 huge reasons why I was successful throughout my time at Wayne State. Next, on to my 2 Wayne State coaches. First, Jay Alexander. Thank you for coming to my high school fall ball game when I was a senior in high school. I remember you telling me that what intrigued you about me was a foul ball I hit. Not a home run or a base hit, but a foul ball. So thank you for knowing what to look in players, I guess. The 1 year I got to play under you was a great season. We were GLIAC champs and just 1 win away from the World Series. But Jay, thank you for everything you did for me. Coach Kelly, the program was put in great hands when you were hired during my sophomore year. You are a great leader and for all the players, because through baseball you teach the skills necessary to be successful after you graduate. You are an outstanding person who knows how to engrave the important things so your players are successful in life. I need to also thank all my college teammates. I was very fortunate to play with some great players, even better guys, and lucky enough to make some lifelong friends. One teammate I need to thank personally is Matt Cunningham. Matt, you're a great leader of the team. You knew how to lead by example. You knew what to say and when to say it, most importantly. And you took me under your wing, and thank you. Okay, now the hard part. On to my brother and sister and their spouses, Colin and Lauren. As we've grown older, we've definitely grown closer. I'm so proud of the lives you guys live and the nieces and nephew you've blessed me with. And whenever people ask me about you, I fill up with pride and joy and tell them about your lives. So I appreciate all the support and everything you've done for me. Mom and Dad, what can I say but thank you? Mom, you're always calm during the games, unlike your husband. He was the nervous one of the family. Somehow, I got both of those traits. I think I can stay calm, but I definitely get nervous. But thank you for being amazing parents and the best parents I could ever ask. Thank you for all the opportunities you have given me and all the sacrifice and countless hours you've dedicated to me. Thank you. The last person, and probably the first person I should have thanked, is my fiance, Stephanie. We met here at Wayne State. We met at the Math Eye. She played softball. We both received 2 degrees from Wayne State, and we also got engaged in Detroit. So Wayne State has a special part in our hearts. So with this induction, we've been kind of joking around, or Stephanie's been joking that when we have kids, they're not going to believe that their mother was any good at softball when she played here. So I had to put together a few stats as a couple because I consider ourselves a team. So if you combine Stephanie and my stats from 8 total years of playing, we have 436 games played, 451 hits, 92 doubles, 40 home runs, 312 RBI, and 272 wins, and 1 College World Series appearance. Thanks, Steph. So Stephanie, thank you for being the best teammate in life I could ask for. Over the years, since my playing days have been over, I've quickly learned that the skills you once had as an athlete quickly diminish as time moves on. If you come to some of our alumni games, you'll quickly find that out. And I know that when I have future kids, they will wonder how I was ever any good at baseball, so I'll have to take them here to Wayne State and show them the plaque to show them that I was sort of okay. But ultimately, that plaque is more of a reflection of my parents, family, and coaches than a reflection on my personal accomplishments. Thank you to Wayne State Athletics, my coaches, and most importantly, my family. Thank you.